Just look at my arms. I'm covered head to toe. So I am back working on the island today. Basically, I cleared everything that I could, but I built up so many branches that I needed to chip and burn, as you can see just here. I had to leave some of the trees that have died, unfortunately, due to being burnt from the fire. This one is really bad and really big. And look at the weather. I love these low hanging clouds. It just looks so cinematic. And I've got John working with me again today, which is amazing because it makes my life a lot easier. While I'm cutting the trees down and cutting the branches up into sizable pieces to go on the fire, he can start dragging them out of the way and getting a nice big burn pile ready for hopefully later in the day we can get rid of all of these branches and this island will be nice and clear once again. And look who's hanging out down here. We got Furrnando and Ginjey Bear just hanging out together on the island. Oh, they're gonna have a little play fight. They are absolutely coming into their own in Miracle Mountain. They are finally acting more like friends, playing a lot. It's so lovely to see.
And welcome to my bathroom, an area that I don't really show, but today you're getting an insight into bathroom life with Bee. First things first, I'm about to use my absolute favourite skincare device. You've heard me talk about it numerous times on this channel, and that is because I am quite frankly obsessed with it. So let me show you what it is. This right here is the Furrnando Sweden UFO 3 deep hydration device, and it is absolutely amazing. Let me show you why. Designed to increase your skin moisture levels by 126% in only 2 minutes by using a combination of cryotherapy to reduce puffiness, different wavelengths of LED light therapy to help reduce dullness, blemishes and wrinkles, as well as refine skin and boost collagen. And it also uses a warming hyper infusion to really allow the product to get deep into your skin. It's so simple to use. Let me show you the steps. Step 1, choose a mask. I've just picked up a load of new ones and I'm going to use today Youth Junkie. It's the first time I'm using it and it is an intensive renewal mask. Step 2, put the mask on the device. Connect your device to the app on your phone and choose the mask you're using. Follow the instructions on the app and within 2 minutes you'll have deeply hydrated skin. The UFO 3 has been clinically proven to be more effective than a sheet mask and visibly reduce the look of wrinkles, as well as giving your skin an incredible hydration boost. I like to rub in the remaining bits. My skin feels so soft, it's wonderful. And I'd also like to say, if you click the link in our description, you can grab 30% off the UFO 3 today, which is really exciting because they very rarely have them on offer. And also the first 50 people to use the code B10 will get an extra 10% off their order. So I hope you enjoy using it as much as I do. I thought it's been a while since I've shown you what is going on with our orchards, because we are basically in spring now and it is really coming to life. It's looking wonderful down there, so I'm going to bring the goats along with me and also let the chickens out at the same time. We've basically just had non-stop rain for the last few days, so the animals are all ready and raring to go. Aren't you guys? Hey! And Goatles, do you want to come with me to the orchards? You do. It's not raining. Come on then. Whoa. Come on, girlies. Come on. Come on, Margot. Good girls. Whew. Let me just lock the chicklets in so they're safe. We have been getting a lot of rain recently. It really is April showers and we're actually only 3 days in, which means everything is very luscious, it's very nice, it's a good sign for the summer to come. We're definitely not in a drought and everything is coming to life. I'm just looking at the apple orchard that I gave a very hearty trim and it is looking gorgeous. Are the goats behind me? The goats really love coming down here with me because they will eat the shoots that are coming up, the suckers, which need to come off anyway, so that's perfect. And they eat loads of the weeds that are amongst the trees. Obviously we'll go through here with the tractor and give it a proper trim, but for now we can leave it as is and it's great forage for the goatles. This here is the orchard I just mentioned that I had given a very hearty trim, and apples are the last to blossom and their blossoms are so beautiful. We've got a variety of different apple trees here and we've also got the odd citrus tree dispersed amongst them. You can see here there's 2 different ones and it looks like these ones are now fully coming into blossom. I can hear bees, can't see them but I can hear them, which is very nice. And then this is a different type here that must have already blossomed because here we have some little apples. Or maybe they're pears coming out. So that's lovely to see. And it's so gorgeous looking up and seeing flowers everywhere and greenery. And all of the trees over here are now completely going into green. They've pretty much all lost their blossom now, even the cherries. And we've got some dead peach ones here that we are going to bring out eventually. And it was really important for me to trim these orchards so that Theo could get through with the tractor. It means less strimming, because whilst we can strim, it takes a lot longer than just coming through once with the tractor, which is a lot faster. These trees were all incredibly overgrown and did need a very good prune, and it's made a massive difference. The only ones I didn't do are the cherries. You have a few blossoms left because they're not supposed to be done until the summer, I think. So I've left them for now, but the tractor does just fit under because we did actually come through with the tractor to pick up loads of the cuttings that I'd left piles of amongst the orchard. And the goats are doing a wonderful job of following me through the orchards, picking through the low-lying leaves, getting the suckers, eating the weeds, having a grand old time. talk for a minute about Theo because there is something that's been going on in the background. We haven't spoken about it yet because we still haven't got to the bottom of it, but we do know that there is something wrong with Theo's liver and it's making life a little bit more difficult at the moment. Obviously at the end of last year I had abdominal surgery, so I was out of the game for a while. I'm now fully back in it, which is brilliant, but now Theo is unfortunately taking a turn for the worse. We've had numerous different tests done. We drove to a hospital an hour and a half away yesterday to have more tests done, and we still haven't got to the bottom of it. We know that he does need to rest, so he is trying to take the work that he does do as easy as possible, hence why I'm really happy that he can drive the tractor through this orchard now, use the tractor as much as he can. Anything that needs trimming, I can always do that, and that's why it's really helpful as well that we can hire people to come and help us. So we still don't know exactly what's going on with him. It has been affecting him. It has been making him feel really crap. I mean, that's why we went and had these tests in the first place, because we knew that he wasn't 100 and something was definitely going on, but we just couldn't figure out what. So it's tough when you live on a farm. There's always stuff to do every single day. Thankfully, we're not both feeling crappy and Theo can still get up and about. He can still do work. He just can't do it at the level that he used to. So if you can all just send your well wishes to Theo, that'd be really nice. And I really hope, fingers crossed, that we get to the bottom of this sooner rather than later, and that Theo gets back to his normal self, feeling brilliant, sooner rather than later as well. And as for the orchard, the one I'm in now, we have a mixture of different fruits. We've got cherries behind me, we've got apples, pears, plums, peaches, figs. There's a random olive there. What else have we got? There is some, oh, did I say pears? Yeah. There are some trees, and I don't know what they are. I think they must have come into fruit last year when we were away, because I don't remember them having any fruit on them at all. So I'm keeping an eye on them. I don't know what they are. And I know everyone always says, why don't you just use those plant apps? When I'm like, does anyone know what this is? And that's because the plant apps most of the time are wrong. Like, and I know they're wrong because I've tested them on plants that I know what they are. And it's given me the wrong answer, so I don't trust them. And that's why I like to ask people if they know. And also if I have an idea, I can then just check it myself online, obviously. But these ones I've got no idea. And I'm kind of just gonna wait and see what nature delivers. And see what happens. I'll show you the tree, just in case you're like, oh, that's clearly a plum. I mean, I really don't know. Okay, so through these apples, and these apples, I know for a fact, well, I think I know for a fact that that's a plum. And I thought these were plums, but they didn't blossom the same way this one did and our other plum did. And also their leaves don't look the same. This one has got a long leaf with green stems. And these ones have got, I'd say, more of a rounded leaf. They look more like an apple with a red stem, but they didn't blossom when the apples did. They blossomed kind of when the peaches, okay, here we go. What's that? Something's growing. I don't know if it's going to show up well on the GoPro, but that's something that feels like it could be a plum. I think it's a plum. Oh no, it doesn't. No, I didn't. Okay, I think it's a plum. I'm back to thinking it's a plum. So now, what are the ones that I thought were plums? Maybe they're not plums. Just splashed water all over my face. I've just completely confused myself now. Those are plums that I thought were plums, and the ones I thought were plums, I don't think are actually plums. They're growing fruits on a stem. Oh, I just pulled it off by accident. And the plums don't grow on a stem. It's definitely not a cherry. We're gonna have to wait and see. This is a better shot of the tree that I thought was a plum and is a plum, and has surprised me that it's a plum. That's definitely a plum growing, isn't it? Everyone, can you confirm for me in the comments that that is definitely a plum? It's got to be a plum. So we've got, you're a plum, you're a plum, you're a plum, you're a plum. We've got at least, oh no, and there's another one there. We've got at least 6 plums. We'll ID it, see if it actually comes up correct. Oh, apricot. Now that has just completely thrown a curveball. Plant's not healthy. Well, it's because there's a picture. The picture does include a dead branch, okay? But I would say this looks pretty flipping healthy to me. Seeing as I think that worked, I mean, I will wait until they sprout. Let's do another one. This one that I thought was a plum. See, can you see there? It's on a sprout and I didn't realise plums grew like cherries did. See what it says. Okay, you are a plum, and you're a common plum, a plain old common plum. And apparently you're not healthy, but you look totally fine to me. So yeah, okay, I did just do a complete 180 and I was slamming the plant apps, and now I've just used them to actually identify the trees. So the plums I thought were plums and then didn't think they were plums are plums. And the plums I also thought were plums and then thought, I don't know if you are plums, because the other plums that I thought were plums didn't flower at the same time as those potential plums. They're apricots. Exciting. So now we also have apricots here. That's another new one to add to the list. This is cool. Like, what do you do with apricots? I've only ever had them dried apricots. If you've got any apricot recipes, drop them in the comments, because I would love to hear about them and try them out. I just thought apricot face scrub. I've seen that. And then obviously dried apricots. And obviously with plums you can make prunes, and I actually love prunes, so I might try and do some prunes. But we all know, don't have too many, otherwise you will have a cleanse.
So things are going really nicely, but look at my face. I look like I've been on the front line in the trenches, covered in ash, but we've got so much done so far. Look how clear it is behind me now. It looks absolutely incredible. So I'm just gonna keep cracking on, and then we basically need to burn everything down. And hopefully by the end of today, this will just look a completely different island to how it did before. So this is all the branches stacked up, ready to burn from the trees that I've cut down. So there's a lot of it, and it'll probably need cutting down a little bit further before I burn it, but things are really coming along nicely. What a cracking shift that was. Look at all that firewood for next season. Absolutely stoked. And check this out, if I walk across onto the island, look at that tree now. I basically pruned it all the way back, all of the dead stuff, and it looks like a massive bonsai tree. I absolutely love it. It is so clear now, which is just incredible. And I've managed to burn everything down to pretty much nothing, so I'm just going to keep on top of this fire now. But I am a state and I am tired. But look at that. What a beautiful day. Furrnando is over there hanging about. I got plenty of wood chips, which I think I showed you earlier, and then the rest of it has been burnt. But look at that. Absolutely gorgeous place to hang out. This is going to be lovely in the summer. Just look at my arms. I'm covered head to toe. I showed you what my face looked like earlier, but it's even worse now. I'm going to need a good scrub in the shower, and then I'm probably going to relax in the hot tub in a little bit once this fire's completely out. But what a pleasure. Really good day. I love it when you kind of have a challenge in place to see what you can get done, and you complete that challenge. It's always a good feeling. And yeah, I'm knackered. Can't wait to get in the hot tub. Really nice spending time with John as well. He's such a hard worker. A massive help today, like pulling all the branches, helping me with the fire. We got a lot done because of his help. So yeah, cheers, John.